Hi there everyone, Josie here from Life at 50 and Beyond. Thanks for joining me here on my channel. Today I have another collaboration. It's actually a small collaboration because it's just a one-on-one collaboration with my good YouTube friend, Abely25. It's been a while since I collaborated with him. I think last summer. We created a wreath for summer and I really enjoyed that collaboration. So right now, what we're going to be making is a centerpiece for Thanksgiving. So what I'm going to be creating is a farmhouse tray that you can change for the seasons. This will be my Thanksgiving tray. So let's get started. You will need one basket. This basket is by Essentials that they sell at the Dollar Tree. They come in different colors. Doesn't matter really what you choose because this will be covered nautical rope. I ended up using 4 nautical ropes for this project, 1 scarf. This is the black and white buffalo check scarf. Also need a pair of scissors and hot glue gun. So I'm gonna be attaching the rope here just to start it off, okay? I start off with my first row of ropes and I'm doing it on the underside of the top or the opening of the basket. Just applying hot glue all the way around and then attaching the rope. Just gonna stretch it a little bit and then connect. And then I'm gonna glue this some more here, see here, so that it will connect here. That's why I started in the corner. And then I'm gonna just kinda make sure that it butts there. So I don't want to cut it every time. I just want to raise it up. See here? Raise the next rope, the next level. I'm just gonna apply glue here, where there's a part of that basket. I'm just going to do that and then close it there. See, I'm closing the seam. So I'm just going to go around. So you're probably better off gluing it, part of it on the basket and then also on the rope. So here, see that? And then I'll just go around. I just want to show you here in this corner, see where I'm going to put it on top of the rope, and then here. So I connected on the slat and add some more on the rope. Sure, you just don't overdo it. See? Because if you don't, it will kind of go in. It'll push it in, right? If you don't apply the glue on the rope. Okay, so I think I showed you already the kind of crucial parts, and I'll just go ahead and finish this up off camera. And then I'm gonna cut my last piece as I turn around on this section here. So I'm gonna go ahead and use the remaining piece so that where it kind of have this kind of turn, I'm gonna cover that in case it'll show. Might as well, since I have enough materials left. So all in all, if you're gonna do it like I did, it's gonna be 4 rope. So before I do the liner, I'm just going to trim anything that may be sticking out, whether it's part of the jute or some thick glues that oozed out. See here, kind of everywhere. Now let's prepare the liner for my buffalo check rope tray. I am folding my scarf in half, like so, and then I am going to cut it where I made the fold, right at the center. Then I fold each half around 4 inches from where the fringes are, and then I just want to make sure that they are the same length, and then I'm going to cut these two pieces into the same length, enough to cover my basket. I'm connecting the two panels around probably 1/2 inch overlap. I'll be using my hot glue to make a one piece that will be enough material to cover the inside of my tray and enough to have the flaps for the side of my basket. So what I'm doing here is on the shorter side, I am hot gluing it so that I can have a finish edge, or a more even edge. I will not do that on the longer sides because I only made a cut on the shorter sides. Then I am going to be testing by draping it over onto my basket and kind of pulling it at the center, because this will be a liner, and I'm just going to make sure that I have enough fabric on each side so that the buffalo check design will show. So I'm just testing it out, and I'm going to put something heavy in the middle or at the center so that it will not move while I try to connect or attach this fabric on. Now I just want to show you here that if you want to give it a pleat or a ruffle, you can do so, but I want it straight so that the buffalo check squares will show better. And then whatever ruffle or excess fabric, I will gather them on each corner so that it will have a better smooth or straight finish. Using my hot glue, I am going to be applying glue on top of the basket, the basket opening that I left bare, and then I am just going to be gently pushing the fabric over to the glue and then stretching it as I go, because again, like I said, I want it straight, not ruffled. I don't like fringes as well. So I'm going to do this on all 4 sides, and again, gathering all the excess fabrics on the corners so that I will have a good finish. So after I've done that, I am going to be attaching the lower part of the fabric onto the rope just to keep it secure and in place, like so, to give it a better finish. So that's what I'm going to be doing on all 4 sides. This short side, I'm just showing you how I'm gathering the excess fabric. I'm going to be applying hot glue on the top or the edge of the basket, straightening it as I go. I mean, straightening or stretching the fabric as I go. I tried already on these 2 sides here. So far so good, right? Same height and length. So I'm gonna do the same thing here. What I'm doing is I'm kind of like making a diamond pattern, like so, and then I'm putting them together as close as possible, like so. See here? And then I am going to cut it lined up. So I'm gonna cut this. Sorry. Okay, and now I'm just gonna apply glue underneath here, and then kind of do the fold again, making sure that everything's tucked in and neat. Now gonna put that cut the excess that comes out. See, because I repositioned it, kind of changed the angling or the length. So just gonna make sure that I cut alongside on the same length as the other one. See that? Okay, so here it is. That's my basket. Love it. Here's the finished project. I'm loving it. I love the way the basket turned out. I've been looking for something shallow that I can display items, not just the pumpkins, but it's perfect for this season. The buffalo checks, the black and white. And then the painted pumpkins, the Dollar Tree orange styrofoam pumpkins that I painted for that, my previous project. Loving it. So all these florals that you see here are from the Dollar Tree. I bought some of this kind of stick grass. Some have white, some have green, so I kind of staggered them, put them there. These are the fall hydrangeas that they sell at the Dollar Tree. And I kind of just cut the stems and then just kind of put them and filled up this arrangement. So it's kind of like a pumpkin / artichoke patch. Okay. So I hope you enjoyed this video, everyone. I really enjoyed this in another collaboration with a good friend here on YouTube. Thanks, Abelie, for doing this with me. If you haven't subscribed yet to Abelie25's channel, I'm going to be linking it down below in the description box. So hope you all are having a great day. Click like and leave some comments down below. Subscribe if you haven't already. Click that notification bell so that you won't miss any of my new uploads. And to my returning subscribers, thank you for always being there. You all are so awesome. I really appreciate your support. Hope to talk to you again in my next video. Take care, everyone, and God bless. Happy Thanksgiving. Bye-bye.